Alright, what's going on, guys? This video is going to be very different than what we normally talk about here on the channel, but it's a conversation that I think we need to have and a point I want to really articulate, because I feel like a lot of people, especially in my comment sections and those that reach out to me privately, have a very wrong idea about how I feel about this kind of thing, and that is React content, and specifically the streamer Asmongold, who has reacted to a lot of my content. And over the past about 10 months or so, Asmongold has reacted to about 9 or 10 of my videos, and on paper it doesn't seem like a lot, especially considering the extreme volume of his own content and the sheer amount of videos that he reacts to from other creators. And although 2 of those have been over the last week or two, what tends to catch a lot of people on these React type content, especially his, are that his reaction videos have vastly more views than my videos that I create. For example, the very first video of mine that Asmongold reacted to got 92,000 views, while his reaction has 617,000. And this is just him giving his input on the video and the subject at hand, and every time he reacts to one of my videos, I find myself flooded with comments such as this. The fact that this vid has 1/5 of the views as the reaction of it by a larger content creator makes me depressed. Came here when I realized Asmon stole the video to quote unquote react to. Not gonna lie, it sucks that this video has less views than videos of people reacting to it. Hope you get more traction in the long run. And this has been the case for nearly every single one of his reactions, beating out my original videos by hundreds and hundreds of thousands. So how do I, as the creator, feel about this? Well, I'm extremely grateful. These reaction videos have been a massive help in my channel growth. And I'll just show some quick numbers over the last 2 weeks when he reacted to 2 of my videos, those being the major problem with Lies of P and my last video talking about the interview with Bandai Namco about Elden Ring DLC. And both of those videos are sitting around 100k views, while the reactions have 3 or 4 times that many. If we look at a graph of views over time on these videos, we can see that they have an initial jump whenever I upload, and then a very slow and gradual rise after about the second day. And every single one of my videos follows this exact same pattern, even the ones that don't have a reaction. So what that means is I'm not losing any views because of this. If anything, we can take a look at my subscribers. Over the last 2 weeks, I've gained 2,000 subscribers, but I went through and counted the subscribers I've gained from my videos during that time were only 1,200. So that's about 800 subscribers from unaccounted sources, and the only reasonable source that it could be are his reactions. And that's because every time Asmongold reacts to my videos, he links them down in the description and shouts out the channel at the end of the reaction. It's always done in a very tasteful way and falls perfectly under fair use. So let's think about this for a minute. If this is an overall benefit to me, and we've established that I'm not losing any viewers from this, in fact I'm only gaining from it, what then could be the negative? And this is where we get into the nature of React content as a whole. I do very much understand the stigma behind React content and why some people have a problem with it, because the market is flooded by reactors who add absolutely nothing to the content they're watching. For me personally, I've had a lot of my content stolen by people under the guise of reaction, when it's literally just a re-upload with reaction in the title. That would be stealing. And there's a lot of React streamers out there who just watch videos and have their face cam on. Now, if someone were to do that with my content, I would have a problem with it. But let's compare the length of my videos to Asmongold's reactions. My latest video was 8 minutes long, while his reaction is 17 minutes long. My Lies of P video, 8.5 minutes. His reaction, 15 minutes. So his reactions are double the length of my own videos, and that's all his own original content. In my opinion, that's very constructive and good for the environment of content creation. I know there's also a lot of content creators out there that will copyright claim any video containing any segment of their own. And in my opinion, that is just as bad as React channels who don't add anything to the content they're watching. What that does is create a landscape where people can't build off one another. And that's happened a lot in the Souls community, which is the primary type of content I create. And especially on the lore side, this community thrives off the sharing of ideas. And when we try to claim every little thing as our own and not want to share, then nobody gets to benefit. So how does that relate to React content? It's all in that sharing of ideas. When we think about content creation in general, creators are typically proud of the content they produce. And of course, I am as well, much like how an author is proud of what they write and an artist is proud of what they paint. And when you look at artists and authors, one thing that they're always happy to receive is a good critique, an external opinion about what they've created. And a lot of times React content is just like that. Now, of course, you can get critique and feedback from comments, but it hits different when it's somebody who's actually a creator themselves or part of the subject matter you're discussing. If you truly care about the work you've created, then your #1 concern should be how many people see it. Now, don't get me wrong, that definitely deserves credit, and whatever source is sharing it should point back to the original creator. But if someone is following all the common courtesy and of course the law, then 99% of the time that's going to be a good thing for the creator. Essentially, it's free marketing. I saw a YouTube short not too long ago about Mr. Beast talking about this exact situation, and it's honestly really similar to how I feel as well. Now, ironically, I can't play the clip or I will get copyrighted copyright claimed, but the essence of what he says in that clip is that he knows a YouTuber who has 20 million subscribers who found that his content was being spliced and re-uploaded on TikTok in short form. And when that YouTuber heard about the situation, he planned to issue copyright claims to all of the content to get it all taken down. But Mr. Beast talked to him and explained that the audience that content would have gone out to is not the same as his target audience, and that the audience seeing those TikToks would not result in them not going to his YouTube channel, because without viewing the TikTok, they would have never known about his channel to begin with. Basically saying when that people share your content, it's only serving to reach new eyes. Now, is there a realistic way to quantify that? No. It would be interesting to see some tests, but I'm sure it changes depending on each demographic. And that's exactly how I feel about it. I love to see people react to my content. The hundreds of thousands of extra views that Asmongold gets are all people that otherwise wouldn't have seen my video. And if he hadn't been reacting to a lot of my videos throughout the year, honestly, I don't think the channel would have reached 100K by now. And that's one of the beautiful things about YouTube and content creation as a whole, is that you have this opportunity to build a community and collaborate with other creators as well. And it's one of the reasons I like doing the Discoveries videos so much, which have been some of my most successful videos ever. In content creation, you're rewarded through working with other people, even if that's indirectly. Some of the biggest moments in building my channel was when I collaborated with others, when I reached out to other people who were sharing their ideas and said, hey, can I help build off that? And one thing that's a little bit hard to understand unless you've been a creator yourself and actually built a channel is that doing it alone is very, very hard. And the algorithm has changed so much over the years to where now it's extremely ruthless in the type of content you get to produce. The days are gone when you could just upload a video and expect people to watch it. YouTube now tries to pigeonhole you into one very niche topic. And if you try to break from that style of content that got you that initial bump, you're gonna see your views tank substantially. And one of the only ways to really defy the algorithm is through being featured on other people's channels. And reaction videos are one way that happens. It exposes your content to an audience that YouTube wouldn't have suggested it to, and lets you kind of step over that hurdle that was blocking you previously. So when it comes to Asmongold specifically, I am extremely grateful that he reacts to my content. And that goes for anyone else that does as well. The game of YouTube is tough. It's a contest to constantly stay relevant, fighting against the algorithm to maintain engagement and eyes that are looking at your work. But there's an opportunity where everybody wins, and that is by helping one another and bridging the gaps between our videos. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and talk about that today. I know it's a break from our usual content, but it's something I haven't really addressed and I've been seeing going around a lot in my videos. And I don't blame people for getting the wrong idea. Like I said earlier, there is that stigma to react content, and oftentimes rightfully so. And of course, everybody has different policies for the content they create. As for me, I'm happy for anybody to react to mine. But that's gonna pretty much do it for the video today. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like on it and subscribe if you're new around here. But with all that, I will catch y'all in the next one.